So, have you done your planning for 2024? Well, we just finished our marketing planning session for 2024, and I wanted to hop on and give you a quick recap because I've set in many up year sessions, and while they're really good, they all do something different. They don't really feed into each other, or one is not completely comprehensive like I need it. So what ends up happening is I find myself going through it and then being like, I still need to tweak this a little bit, or I still need to work on a few things. And so in return, previous years, maybe the last 2 or 3 years, I've had people reach out to me and we did one-on-ones where we plan your annual year that way. This time, however, instead of me doing one on ones, I figured we would do it as a group session. So, this is my first year doing it as a group session. Of course, we have leveled up and added in some extra things, and it was really good. I enjoyed it, and we had pretty good feedback from everyone as well. So, this particular session, we covered, before I tell you, because we did different stuff than what most people do for their marketing planning sessions. My name is Monica Michelle. I'm the solutionist marketer, and I assist business owners from being the best kept secrets to well known experts. So, if you're needing some assistance with that and letting the world know about the genius that you already possess inside, then make sure you connect with me over at thesolutionistm.com so we can do exactly that just for you. So, the things that we covered on this session, we had a handful of people sign up, some people that I've worked with in the past and done annual sessions for. And then there were a little bit that, you know, we've never done anything before. So that was pretty cool. And we had a good mixture of people, if you will. So, some of the mistakes we talked about, the mistakes when it comes to your annual marketing. A lot of times, what happens is we just try to do too much at one time. And there was actually 6 mistakes that we talked and discussed initially so we can be ready to ensure that we do not implement those mistakes. We also did a look back. We said, okay, what did we do last year? How did we do it? How did we feel about it? But also, how did it perform? Did we like the way everything showed up and the way it came out? If so, great. Get it, boo. If not, do we want to keep it? Okay. Do we want to try it again, but a different way? So we kind of went through that. We set revenue goals. We figured out how to figure out what your annual goals should be, but we also set the actual number and then broke it down into a month basis. Next, we talked about more offers for 2024. What do they look like? How do they work together? Are they open and closed? We did all those things, right? And we answered questions about each of the offers. By answering those questions, that we're better positioning ourselves and being prepared. One thing that we really wanted to do is ensure that you had everything you need when you walked away from this planning session so you could be ready to execute. So we had these moments where we paused. We covered a portion of it, we talked about it, and then we paused. The pause was so you can go implement. You can go ahead and write the answers to these questions down. So you could say, these are the offers that I'm going to work on. And then we got back together and said, okay, great. How did that feel? Do you need help? How did it go? Great. Here's the next part. Took a break. Implement. We wanted to ensure that you were ready and prepared. So when we do our planning sessions, that's one big thing is we don't want you to walk away with homework because who wants homework to do? Our goal is to do whatever we can to ensure that this is complete, done, and ready to go. After we answered those questions about the different offers, we pulled out a calendar and we started blocking dates off. What are our block off dates? And then what are our launch dates? We ensured that we had our buffer zones before and after the launch date. We talked about how many days are the most important so we can actually execute and do what we need to do. Because a lot of times we'll say our launch date is this, but we don't give ourselves enough time. So we talked about how much time is enough time and had that all figured out. Last but not least, we took that and we pulled it all together. We figured out what, because we already know what our revenue goals are, we looked at it on a monthly basis and we broke it apart and we said, these are our launch dates. What pieces of content need to go out beforehand? What needs to be included in that content? We already know how many days we need. So we figured all that out. We talked about the frequency of posts and the frequency of emails and all the things. So the first Thursday of every month, our goal is to literally sit down and work together to accomplish a goal. Because if you're not accomplishing a goal, then what are you doing? Right? We're all small business owners. And in the midst of being business owners, we have to ensure that the marketing is getting done. And if the marketing is not getting done, then of course it's not going to work. There's going to be some issues there. So we literally sat down and figured out how many times we should be posting what type of content about which offer. And we broke all of that down. So we had a really great time. We had tons of good feedback. We had tons of thanks and all that. And so next first Thursday, which will be February 1st, ironically enough, we're going to start looking at campaigns. A lot of times these marketing campaigns can seem overwhelming. They can seem daunting. They seem like they have a lot of moving parts. We're going to make them simple and we're going to make them go. If you sign up today, you get it at a reduced rate. The link is in the bio, of course, right? Or it's in the caption or the description for this video that you're watching right now. So go ahead and make sure you get in the room. Make sure you get in the room and get support that you need to get it going. I will see you next time. Thanks so much to all of those who were able to join us for the marketing session. I enjoyed hearing back from you and your feedback, and I'll see you the next month. Bye.